than this.
43-34 is our score in favor of the TJ Giants, and we're still here at the end of the Coliseum for Game 2 of PBA Sunday between two of the most famous teams in the league. I'm talking about the Purefoods TJ Giants and, of course, the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. My name is Mika Besame, taking care of courtside responsibilities. But, before we move on, we actually have something very special for you guys, and I'm sure you would want to see this. Here are the top 10 plays of the week.
Hold on to your seats, folks. Check out this week's top 10 plays. Starting at number 10, the big guy, Larry Rodriguez, dishing out an assist to the small guy, rookie Chris Ross.
Nice give and go play right there from Larry Rodriguez to Chris Ross in the reverse layup, and maybe their confidence is high, just as Larry Rodriguez was saying so.
Coming in at number 9, King James Yup with a killer crossover.
Nice crossover move right there from James Yap. And he's the guy who started the run, and he's the guy who's finishing this game right now for Purefoods. Just a great explosion late when his team needed it.
Check this move at number 8, the Flying A getting his groove back with this crossover.
Johnny Barrientos at the corner there, evading Felix Villano. Nice move by Barrientos just to get free.
Johnny A, the Flying A. Woo! 4 points in the ball game.
Johnny Barrientos, my God, are you a rookie?
Over the years, over the last decade or more, he has done that to the amazement of our Philippine basketball fans.
At number 7, the real deal, Chris Timberlake with his MJ-like move.
Here we go with Timberlake, who will attack. It's nudge, but he scores.
Great patience and great attack off the dribble. Tough finish. Little dipsy-do on that one, Seth.
And we got number 6, Ryan Aranya slicing the defense all the way to the dropping Texers and one.
Here's Aranya, spins, fouled. Oh, basket is good. Ryan Aranya, what a way to go. Woo, playing big time here in the second half. Such aggressiveness on the part of this rugged former Archer. Watch the move. Nice pick set there by Mike Rayback. Got him free. And the twirl! And the basket! I told you he was Cardona's understudy in college. Really taking a page from the Cardona unorthodox playbook.
Here we go at number 5. Mark Borboran with his turnaround fadeaway J against Ogie Minor.
Borboran, oh nice move! Nice move by Borboran up against Menor.
And these are not open shots that they are making, but they are just supremely confident.
At number 4, the boss Sonny Dawes in his version of a dipsy-do.
Oh! Dipsy-do by Sonny Dawes. Reverse layup along the baseline. And he has 12 points, and it's back to a 5-point Alaska lead, 62-57.
It's a difficult move coming from a 6'7" post-up player, a la Willie Miller. Reverse pectus.
Soaring high at number 3, the Flying A giving up an outlet pass to the Rocket, JC and Dub for the jam.
Steals, and here's a slam by Intal.
Intal will not be denied, and Johnny A quietly quarterbacking this team so well.
The boosters is being called, but not before we see this action once more. Nicely passed by Barrientos. Touchdown and putting it away. One more look, JC Intal skying for that shot.
Here comes number 2. It's all about defense. The Spider-Man Arwin Santos blocking Ronnie Mate's attempt not once, but twice.
Sharma slides to the post. Sharma now. Looking for a teammate. Finds Williams. He attacks the lane. Williams extra pass to Matias. Blocked by Arwin Santos. Another block.
Dalawang sunod yun, ha?
Oh.
And that only goes to show you the leaping ability of Arwin Santos, because that's one block, and he blocked it again!
Oh, that's 4 blocks total for Arwin Santos.
And the number 1 play of the week, Johnny A with his no-look pass to the Rocket, JC and Tal for a throwdown.
Twinto with a jam!
Johnny A running that classic 3-on-1 break, looking the other way, fishing off at the last second, and Johnny A
80-68, that's her score. And this is Johnny Barrientos' brilliance. Another connection to Intal with a flush. Deserves another look right there. No look by JC Intal.
That was your top 10 plays of the week.
Alright, so there you have it. I'm sure you guys enjoyed that. And for more of that, just tune in to your top 10 plays of the week. More of James Yap and the Purefoods CJ Giants and Johnny Barrientos and the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings when we return only here on Solar TV.
Doesn't get any better than this. It doesn't get any better than this.
Basketball addicts of the Philippines, welcome to halftime here at the Araneta Coliseum as we continue on our second game of this PBA Sunday. Barangay Ginebra meeting Purefoods, with Purefoods ahead by 9. Vito Lazatin here along with Coach Norman Black. And in this first half, Coach, we've seen Purefoods stay in control of this entire ball game, putting the lockdown on Barangay Ginebra and owning the boards.
Well, definitely Purefoods has controlled the tempo of the basketball game. We mentioned earlier they are the #1 defensive team in the league. They did a very good job on defense in the first half. They never did make a run there at the end of the second quarter, but Purefoods defense has basically held up the entire half.
Well, let's let the numbers tell the story of these first 2 quarters.
Well, we picked some halftime stats for you. See the 3-point field goals there. 5 out of 9 for Purefoods, 3 out of 12 for Ginebra. Purefoods shooting very well, over 50% from the 3-point line. Rebounds being dominated by Purefoods, 29-16. You can see the result is the second chance points, 15-9 in favor of the Purefoods team. And of course, turnovers. Also, that's the only weakness for Purefoods in the game so far. 12 turnovers, Ginebra only with 7.
A part of those 29 rebounds of Purefoods, 12 offensive rebounds. No one scorer really breaking out just yet in the first half, but we've been seeing Purefoods distribute the wealth a little bit more.
That's right. A lot of players have really produced for Purefoods, particularly in that first half. A lot of guys that don't really produce offensively that much. On the other side, Johnny Barrientos, 7 points in that first half for the Ginebra team.
And we'll be seeing more of Johnny A as we head into our second half. 24 minutes of action still to come to decide a winner in this one, so keep it here on Solar TV. To the PBA on Solar TV. This is your PBA Sunday with Vito Lazatin along with Coach Norman Black, and our second half just moments away. Purefoods ahead 43-34 over Barangay Ginebra. Both teams heading into this ball game with 2-game winning streaks. And both of these teams coming off impressive performances in their last games. We talked about Barangay Ginebra beating Barako Bull, led by Ronald Tubit. While Purefoods, on the other hand, the Giants coming off a win over Coca-Cola, 88-79, and they'd like to, both teams would like to actually pull off win number 3 in their streak.
Well, Ginebra is looking for a solo third place, while Purefoods is looking for a 3-way tie for third place.
And Enrico Villanueva getting denied on his first attempt here in the second half. So defense still spelling the difference here for the Purefoods TJ Giants. Artadi trying to orchestrate here. Yep. Now Pingris in the paint. Rivas couldn't hold on to the offensive rebound. Now Johnny A pushing it up for the Kings. Ronald Tubid saddled with 3 personal fouls in the first half. He's going to stay on the bench here while Cyrus Baguio stays in for Barangay Ginebra. 8 seconds left for JC Intal. Intal, tight spot, gets the basket.
A good twirl there by JC. Good spin to the baseline to get that shot off.
One thing about Barangay Ginebra in this ball game, almost all of their points have really been hard earned. They've really had to churn them out.
And that was a hard-earned basket there for JC. You watched our halftime. JC had 2 of the top 3 plays of the week. Off slam dunks.
Free throw woes continue now for Barangay Ginebra. They are now 1 of 5 from the charity stripe in this ball game. Rivas coming out of the paint, now slashing inside.
That's an offensive foul. Well, you don't expect Rivas to really make moves like that going to the basket. Enrico did a good job of playing good position defense. He drew the charge.
Third personal against Rafi Rivas. Possession back to Barangay Ginebra. Baguio out to Intal. Intal thinking about it. Now Alvarez. Oh, almost looked like the triple team on Abarientos there. Now Villanueva. Bounce pass over to Don Aliado. Slices in. Draws the foul.
Let's see who the foul goes against here. Looks like it's going to be against JC and Tal.
So only the second personal against JC and Talas. Don Aliado steps to the line.
You look at some of the little things coaches try to do to put up a good defense, and you notice every time that Ginebra is taking out the basketball, they're really trying to deny Johnny A the basketball and forcing somebody else to bring the ball up the court. Makes it more difficult for Ginebra to execute their offense.
Don't forget to enjoy the PBA game with your friends and the new KFC Crushers, now with new flavors. Another productive trip to the line there for Purefoods. Now they're back up by 9. Working it down low to Villanueva. Baguio for 3. And that one sails out of bounds. This one going back to Purefoods.
In the first half, Ginebra 3 out of 12 from the three-point line. That's 25%. We mentioned on the other side, Purefoods 5 out of 9 at 55%.
Over to Chicky Reyes now with this report.
Thanks, Vito. In the halftime huddle, Coach Ryan Gregorio was both pleased and disappointed with how his TJ Giants played in the first half. Though he was happy with their three-point shooting, offensive rebounds, and second chance points production, he's not too amused with their turnovers. Here in the second half, he wants a more disciplined execution of their offense, so they'll commit less turnovers and challenge early the attacks of Tubid and Baguio. Going over to Barangay Ginebra, Coach Jong Wichico wants his Gin Kings to challenge the TJ Giants in rebounding in order to limit their second chance points. Defensive focus here in the second half will still be on James Yap and PJ Simon. For offense, he wants his guards to continue pushing the ball at every opportunity they get. Vito, Coach Norman.
Thank you, Chicky. And about that point, trying to deny Purefoods those rebounds. I mean, trying to keep out long arms of players like Meyer Hoffer and Rafi Rivas. That's a tall order.
You can be a good rebounder. You don't have to be tall. You have to box out and use good position. Oh, sorry, missed there for Alvarez. Very close to the basket.
Well, 2 straight attempts for Alvarez on that play. Now Purefoods. Aliado. And once again, Artadi left wide open. And it's taken away by Cyrus Baguio. And Baguio, oh, it's like a foot race now. Baguio going all the way.
Well, the number one thing you have to do on defense is you must stop the ball. That time, nobody for Purefoods stopped the basketball as Cyrus Baguio just attacked the entire defense.
Cyrus Baguio, one of those players where the open court truly is his playground. A chance to complete a 3-point play.
Ginebra's been hanging around and hanging around. It just can't seem to get there, you know. Purefoods has been able to keep a distance.
Well, that's a step in the right direction, making their free throws. Only their second made free throw of this ball game. Bring the lead back down to 6. 9 minutes still left in the third quarter. Quick pass to James Yap. Yap with 3 seconds, moving jumper, and Yap cans it.
And there are just some players in the league who can make shots with players all over them, and James Yap is one of them.
Nice handoff from Baguio to JC Intal with a turnaround jumper. So quick answer by Barangay Ginebra in that sequence. There's the drop for Pingris. Pingris can't hang on to it, and Barangay Ginebra gets it back. Here comes JC Intal. Oh, and an error there. JC Intal losing the leather.
I like the attitude of Coach Jong Yuchiko, though. He did not get upset on the play. He realized that JC did hustle for that basketball. It was a pretty sorry turnover, but
yep.
He's still encouraging his players to keep playing defense.
A couple of bruisers now on the floor for Barangay Ginebra with Billy Mamaril and Eric Menk. Roger Yap post up here on Johnny A. Out of the double team. Don Aliado, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Aliado hands it off. And a quick release by Pingris, no good. And now Cyrus Baguio gets it to Intal, and Intal goes through his fingers.
Well, that pass might have been a little bit hard, but still JC should have caught the basketball.
JC Intal will head to the bench and make way for Sunday Salvacion. So some added firepower from the outside coming in for Barangay Ginebra as PJ Simon, who can pretty much score from anywhere, is now on the floor.
Well, Ginebra came up with 2 straight stops there, but committed 2 straight turnovers. So they're still down by 6.
There's Simon with a finger roll. 7 points on the board now for Simon. Abarientos to Menk. Menk going for the jumper. Now with 7 minutes and 8 remaining in the third quarter, Purefoods trying to protect his 6-point lead. Pingris at the high post. Roger Yap, walking the tightrope.
That was way too easy there as Billy Mamaril gave up the baseline to Roger Yap.
Working it down low to Meng. Billy Mamaril waiting in the paint. Oh, and he gets it off the glass. And one coming up for a big Billy Mamaril.
Well, Mark Pingris is going to put his hands up in the air. Not to say he committed the foul, but to show what he did. The problem is he pushed into Billy Mamaril when he was taking the shot. You'll see it right there. Good body movement there by Pingris, and that's why he got the foul. An opportunity to get this score under, after I say get it under 6.
Well, Mamaril, he's been shooting about 47% from the free throw line this conference.
Well, Ginebra was 1 for 4 in that first half from the free throw line. It has not gotten much better as Roger Yap takes the ball straight to the hoop.
And Roger Yap now in double digits with 11. And Mamaril really asking for it in the low post. It's taken away. Tap from behind by Mark Pingris. Now Roger Yap trying to weave through the D. Taken away. It's 2-on-1. Baguio.
And that's going to be off of Baguio's legs. So it's going to go back to Purefoods. Coach John Uchico does not share the same sentiments about the call. Ginebra is actually 2 for 7 from the free throw line here in the game so far.
Roger Yap. Oh, and it's deflected. And Abarientos gets it to Salvacion. Menk in the paint. I knew he was going to get that foul off Romel Adukul. So Adukul picks up his first foul of the game, and Barangay Ginebra will have a chance at the free throw line right after this break. Keep it here.
What a play!
This Christmas, the show to see is the Disney on Ice Disneyland Adventures happening here at the Araneta Coliseum from December 25 to January 3. To get your tickets, just call TicketNet at 911-5555. Same number you can call to get your tickets here at the PBA, and quite a number of fans have done that in attendance here to enjoy this PBA Sunday. A great game earlier between Rain or Shine and Burger King. And now Barangay Ginebra against Purefoods.
Well, another chance for Ginebra to get this lead down to 6 points if Eric Mink can make this foul shot, which he does.
Much needed points from Major Payne. He has 6 points in the ball game. Less than 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Roger Yap. They find it's back to Roger Yap. Baseline 2 is good.
Well, Roger Yap does not want to take that shot from the foul line area, but he will take it on the baseline.
The kick out from Baguio to Salvacion, in and out. BJ Simon challenged now by Johnny A. And the big defensive rebound by Eric Mink. Now Cyrus Baguio. Oh, and a deflection. Turned back by Roger Yap.
And Roger Yap showing some hops to get up there with Cyrus Baguio, but he's going to get the foul. And if you hear the crowd, as soon as Cyrus Baguio got that basketball on the fast break.
Oh, there was this big crescendo building up to this one, and Roger Yap putting an end to that attempt.
Well, he certainly got a good block there, but there was a lot of body contact because of the collision. And people seem to forget that Roger Yap was quite a leaper when he was in the amateurs, when he was in college. And still showing he can get up there with the likes of Cyrus Baguio. But you gotta love Cyrus Baguio. He has no fear. I mean, he challenges everybody, whether you're small, tall, it doesn't really matter.
And then once he gets tired, you bring in another fearless player in Ronald Tubid. So now Barangay Ginebra getting it done at the line. The lead is back down to 6, 55-49. And that's going to be Cyrus Baguio called for the foul, reaching in his second personal.
Shot clock at 14 seconds. 14 seconds to shoot.
A quick pass back to Roger Yap. They really want it in his hands. Rebound by Billy Mamaril. Oh, and that's going to be traveling, yep.
It's another example when he turned and faced the basket. He actually was wide open. He just wanted to get a little bit closer and committed to traveling.
James Yap from the outside, and that's going to bounce out of bounds. So Barangay Ginebra just has to seize this opportunity here. And yes, they are going to work it down to Eric Mink. They feel that he's got the upper hand here over Adufo. Out to Baguio for three. Yes! And the comeback is almost complete here in the third quarter. Barangay Ginebra now within three thanks to Cyrus Baguio and his outside heroics. We'll be right back with more PBA action after this. Back at the Araneta Coliseum, good-sized crowd here. With Purefoods ahead only by 3, 55-52. Cyrus Baguio, last shot in that run, making that outside attempt, and Meyerhofer gets fouled on the way.
Well, that middle was wide open for Rico to get in there that time, as for the Ginebra defense, they're really protecting the basket. They're really sagging. That's why with good ball movement, Purefoods, they're actually getting good looks at the basket. Well, that last three-point shot by Cyrus Baguio was only the fourth of Ginebra in this game. 4 out of 16, 21%. That was a big shot for Cyrus.
Rico Meyerhofer on the other hand, going 2 for 2 from the line.
A good substitution there as Rico came in for James Yap and contributed immediately.
He's got 8 points in the ball game. And the score now 57-52 with 3 minutes and 31 remaining in the third. Abarientos out to Salvacion, now inside to Mink. And that's almost taken. It is taken away by Purefoods. Out to Meyerhofer. He had all day to think about that outside shot.
That's going to be off of Johnny A, so it's still going to be Purefoods basketball. So we have some substitutions.
Johnny A getting a well-deserved rest. Kevin White in, and Ronald Dubid, who had to sit out most of the second quarter and most of this third quarter due to foul trouble. He's back in as well.
So Coach Ryan sends in Timberlake to match up with White. So 2 rookie point guards on the floor right now.
PJ Simon. Oh, just blew by the defense. There's the drop inside, and Don Aliado scores.
It's a really good unselfish play there by Simone, giving that basketball up. He actually had a pretty good look at the hoop. As Romel throws Billy Mamaril to the floor, or pushes him to the floor.
All right, with Purefoods now in the penalty, it's Billy Mamaril off to the line. Oh, and this has just been Billy Mamaril's Waterloo here. His free throw shooting not really coming through. It's the Kawanko on hand here at the Araneta Coliseum.
He misses both.
It turned out to be a good foul after all for Purefoods. They get the possession back, and they're still ahead by 7. Meyerhofer out to Simon. Simon just biding his time, but they're down to 2 seconds on the shot clock. Aliado. Oh, and the difficult shot made by Don Aliado.
Coach Art De La Cruz is over there contesting that, saying it was not shot before the shot clock went off.
Man, quick shot no good, but the putback by Billy Mamaril. So the closest that Barangay Ginebra has gotten in this ball game is 3 points. Just a couple of minutes ago here in this third quarter, there's a steal by Mamaril, who saves it for Kevin White.
Oh, misses a layup.
Barangay Ginebra will try to regroup here.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of contact underneath as Tubid and PJ Simone are really battling underneath the basket.
So that's free throws coming up here for Barangay Ginebra.
They're 6 out of 13 right now, 46%. We're talking about the Ginebra team from the foul line. Let's see if Ronald Tubid can change their luck.
Let's take a look first at our KFC delivery assistant of the quarter. This is PJ Simon over to Don Aliado. Enjoy watching the PBA with finger-licking food. Dial 887-8888 now.
This really drives a coach crazy because you're getting opportunities at the line. You just can't knock them down. This could get you back into the basketball game.
Well, that's definitely going to help. It's back to a 6-point deficit, 1 minute and 36 left in the third.
And that really seems to be the gap, Vito, that 6-point spread for Purefoods.
Simon running into a brick wall. And it will be Kevin White picking up his first personal for blocking. Willie Wilson, a hustle player, coming in now for Barangay Ginebra.
And this is where Ginebra starts to give away a lot of size. As Purefoods, they really stay big the entire game. I mean, they use big, small forwards.
And Simon nails it for 3. And now Simon in double digits as well with 10 points in the ball game. Menk asking for it again. Oh. And down goes Ronald Tubid. And Rico Meyerhofer will be called for pushing.
Let's take a look at this again. See Ronald there trying to set a screen.
2 free throws for Ronald Williams.
And there's a push there by Rico, and like I said, a good acting job there by Ronald Tubit.
It wasn't quite as bad as he thought it was, but nonetheless, Ronald Tubit got almost all the results. Well, he did get a foul, just didn't get that free throw. At least not the first one.
And he actually was hearing it from the Purefoods fans, as he's hearing it right now.
And Tubit making the adjustment. It's an 8-point ball game, 64-56. Less than a minute to go in the third. Meyerhofer. And Meyerhofer getting the best revenge, going hard to the basket and earning a trip to the line for himself.
Happy foul number 80, Sunday Salashon is second. Two free throws for Rico Meyerhofer.
Well, Meyerhofer's on the line for 2 free throws. And I see 8 out of 11 for the TJ Giants and 8 out of 17 for the Kings, which is a little bit unusual because they never came into this game number 3 in the league in free throw shooting.
Well, they picked a hell of a day to start shooting sour from the free throw line.
Yeah, 69% as a team. Purefoods actually next to last at 62%. Purefoods shooting above their average in this game.
That's another offensive board for Purefoods now. A chance to bring the lead back up to double digits. Timberlake over to Simon. And time again, almost running out here for Purefoods. Simon still is able to get off a good shot. Another offensive board, no putback for Aliado. 19 seconds and counting. Willie Wilson in the paint. He's almost outnumbered there, but he still manages to draw the foul.
And that's going to leave 15.6 seconds left on the clock. Enough for time for Purefoods to get a last shot.
Number 61, Jonathan Salvador is second.
He's looking at the foul shooting of Ginebra. Ronald Tubit actually shooting well, about 78% from the line, but he's been missing his foul shots in this game. Let's see how Willie Wilson does. Willie Wilson almost at 70%, about 68%. So it's just been a rough night as far as their foul shooting is concerned.
Oh yes, it has. JC Intal back on the floor now for Barangay Ginebra. And Willie Wilson usually good for about 6 points, 5 rebounds per game. And now, time winding down in the third. Oh, almost a lost possession there for Purefoods. Now Simon, 4 seconds left. Trying to use the screens here. Out to Salvador. Salvador will have to let it go. And the third quarter is over with Purefoods still very much in the driver's seat, ahead by 8. 65-57. Fourth quarter is coming up. Keep it here on Solar TV.
Thank you, thank you. Ang babait ninyo, thank you. Oh, wag naman po puro patawan ang sigaw nyo sa mga batang nangangaroling. Share your blessings dapat. Kahit barya lang, ayos na. Ako po si Willie Miller ng Alaska Aces. Namamasko po.
Back here in the Big Dome, you're watching the PBA live on Solar TV, and with me right now is assistant coach Ronnie Magsanok of Purefoods. Coach, in spite of this lead in the third quarter, Purefoods committed 6 turnovers, got 3 offensive boards, and 0 second chance points. Total opposite in the first half. What adjustments will you make in the fourth quarter?
Yung discipline sa execution is very important to us. Di baling ma-shot clock violation na kami, wag lang kami tumira ng bad shot or turn the ball over. Yung sa second chance scoring, Ginebra is doing a good job blocking us out. We have to make sure we execute it better para yung mga offensive rebounders are in the right position.
Thank you very much, Coach, and good luck for the rest of the game. Vito, Coach Norman.
Thank you, Chicky. And in the first 26 seconds or so of the fourth quarter, saw a couple of plays just fizzle out here. Barangay Ginebra was the last to make an attempt. Willie Wilson called for the offensive foul.
And you can see where Enrico Meyerhofer has made or help Purefoods become a better defensive team. Just a very difficult shot that Willie Wilson tried to attempt there.
Timberlake out to Meyerhofer. Meyerhofer couldn't get his layup to go, and Villanueva pulling down the board on the other end. Ronald Tubid takes the three. And Ronald Tubid, who shot 5 for 10 from beyond the arc in his last game, has not had a good running from the outside here in this one.
Well, we talked about it at the beginning of the game. Would Ronald Tubid be able to score as well in light of the fact that he had to guard James Yap right from the beginning of the game? What happened was he got into foul trouble, which took away from his offense. And he's really been struggling so far in this game.
And so a quick substitution for Barangay Ginebra as Cyrus Baguio is back in. Score still 65-57. Vito Lazatin here along with Coach Norman Black at courtside. Meyerhofer challenged by two Barangay Ginebra defenders, on the rebound again by Villanueva. Kevin White. Oh, he gets the layup.
Well, some players have actually perfected that little fake away pass. They act like they're going to pass to the corner. You can see it right there. He looked away and then he was able to get that shot off. And it really helps the cause of Ginebra. But on the other end, Enrico Villanueva has garnered 3 straight rebounds for the Ginebra team in the last 3 possessions.
And Kevin White completes a three-point play. Expectations for a guy like Kevin White definitely going to be higher without Celino Cruz and JJ Hildebrand and Mark Aguilar on the backcourt, and that's going to be a turnover for Purefoods.
Too much indecision there. Rico Meyerhofer had a shot. He passed it to Mark Fingers, who had a shot. He passed it out of bounds. And he never put up that 2-2-1 three-quarter court trap, and it really worked for them defensively. Look at White.
Oh, and White feeling good. When it starts to flow, and Kevin White felt pretty good about taking back-to-back baskets here, and he has brought Barangay Ginebra now to within 3, 65-62.
Better than this. What a play!
The Disney on Ice Disneyland Adventures are on their way to the Araneta Coliseum from December 25 to January 3. To get your tickets, just call 911-5555. That is the number of Ticketnet. Well, back to the action here at the Big Dome. Barangay Ginebra using a huge run powered mostly by Kevin White to get within 3. And 3 attempts at the basket. Finally, Aliado scores on the tip-in.
That middle is wide open as far as the defense is concerned for Ginebra. That was actually a pretty easy shot for Rafi Rivas, who missed the first shot.
Villanueva, the handoff. JC Intal from the outside. Wilson off the offensive rebound. Still a lot of time on the shot clock for Barangay Ginebra. And now Kevin White from the crossover in the paint. Another 2 points for the rookie.
Kevin White making a name for himself in this game.
In the meantime, James Yap out to Roger Yap. Oh, and Villanueva couldn't stop his momentum, and he
no intent to hurt there by Enrico. He was just coming down out of control. Of course, don't tell Mark Fingers that. Who got it across the neck. Going back to Kevin White, he used to be a practice player for Talking Tex, actually. They say he's a cousin of
well, he's the
Jimmy
nephew,
Alapag,
actually.
Nephew of Jimmy Alapag.
Oh. Looks like there he is, just coming down hard on Mark Fingers. So a couple of shots for Mark Fingers. And we go over to Chicky Reyes now with this report.
Thanks, Vito. For us to continue to score in transition, we have to get that ball. This was the message of Coach Jong with Chico to his Gin Kings in their last huddle. And for them to do that, he wants an aggressive full court press every time they score a basket. Vito, Coach Norman?
Thank you, Chicky. And Ginebra getting the rebound. So Mark Fingers only able to add a point, bringing the lead up to 4, 68-64. White for another three.
Yes!
Oh! Kevin White is in the house in the fourth quarter, and he is taking over. Barangay Ginebra now within 68-67.
Kevin White now with 12 points in the game, 10 coming here in the second half.
And James Yap looking to end the party. No, but Rivas. Nice trail job for the big man.
And the rebound category has really killed Ginebra in this game as Purefoods continues to get to the offensive boards.
And JC Intal scores on the finger roll. 3-point play coming up.
I think a flopping foul was called.
Let's take a look at this one. This was Kevin White stroking it from beyond the sunset. Oh, and then it is going to be flopping called on Rafi Rivas.
See if that's just going to be a warning.
Yes, it is.
Coach John Michiko is looking for a foul. As Art De La Cruz gets a warning for resentment to a call. Not exactly sure what that means.
So it wasn't an and one opportunity after all for JC Intal, but nonetheless, Ginebra down by only one, 70-69. And the Giants now try to keep them at bay. James Yap and Roger Yap in the backcourt. Mark Pingris, Rafi Rivas, and Don Aliado on the floor. And here comes James Yap. Look at that.
Maybe a blocking foul called before the shot, so it's going to be a side throw. You can see what Ginebra is doing defensively. They're picking up full court, but then they're falling back into a 2-3 defense. They're actually giving guys like Rafi Rivas wide open shots, but they just haven't really consistently been able to knock them down.
Breakout game for Kevin White, 12 points, going 5 for 8 from the field. Roger Yap, clear sight for three.
That was a big shot there by Roger Yap for the Purefoods cause. Really stops the momentum of Ginebra for a moment.
And Roger Yap now with 16 points in the ball game. Last touch by Rafi Rivas. That leaves 12 seconds on the shot clock for Ginebra.
A good reaction there by Rafi Rivas as Enrico actually slipped that pick and roll.
Off now to Baguio. Almost deflected by Pingris. 2 seconds left. White is blocked. But still managed to throw one up. And Wilson gets it back for Barangay Ginebra. Oh, look at Cyrus Baguio making things happen.
That's just an acrobatic shot there with almost no chance of going in.
And now Baguio with 19 points to his name. Hoping for an extra pass. Kevin White takes it away, followed by Pingris, and White scores! Oh, Kevin White, the rookie. Welcome to his coming out party here at the Big Dome.
You talk about making a name for yourself. This is why he never signed him to a contract. He takes the blow and is able to finish the shot. This kid waited his turn, waited for his chance to get drafted.
And the Kings feeling a little more comfortable knowing that J.J. Helderman's going to be missing a couple of more games. With Kevin White and knowing and seeing that he's capable of performances like this. Kevin White can't finish a three-point play, but nonetheless, we are deadlocked at 73. Only the first deadlock of this ball game. James Yap cross court. PJ Simon stops and pops it in short.
And it's Kevin White with the rebound.
On the other end, Cyrus Baguio changing his mind. James Yap really putting the pressure here on Cyrus Baguio. And Baguio off balance jumper. And the save kept alive. Nice hustle by Villanueva. And put another three-point attempt from the corner. And Villanueva, he lost that ball in midair, got it back.
They're going to say Roger Yap was out of bounds when he grabbed that basketball, so it's still going to be Ginebra's ball.
It's almost impossible to hear the referee's whistle with the fans on their feet screaming at the top of their lungs here at the Araneta Coliseum. We are tied at 73 and it's time for a break.
Better than this. What a play!
And we are back here at the Araneta Coliseum. Still 6 minutes and 20 remaining in regulation. Barangay Ginebra have come back. They've come back from a deficit as big as 15 points and are now tied at 73 with Purefoods. And there's the reason why, Kevin White.
That's correct. He's having a great second half, and Ginebra using their speed and quickness with 14 fast break points already in this basketball game.
And Barangay Ginebra Kings starting to shoot better here in the fourth, going 7 of 13 from the field. Cyrus Baguio, got a little locked up there. Tubid, off the glass, no.
And right now you have Tubid and Baguio on the floor at the same time, so that adds to the speed, quickness, and energy of this Ginebra team. And Ginebra has a chance to take the lead
for the first time in this ball game. It's on Ronald Tubid now. Ronald Tubid coming off 30-point performance as his production has been a little slow. First, let's take a look at this Tokyo Beef Bowl play of the game. It features Cyrus Baguio, one of many highlights that we've seen today, but this little hang time, releasing it at the last second against Mark Pingris. Big, beefy goodness and 3 exciting plays. Holy cow.
If you wanted to be a basketball player, that's probably the shot you would dream of making. Just as you hit the floor.
And Barangay Ginebra have taken the lead, 75-73, first lead of the ball game. Gets it slapped away by Villanueva.
And that was a clean block. Good angle there by Enrico as he allowed Mark to go past him. Look at that, and then he just blocked it from behind.
Nothing like a defensive play to also get the fans riled up. However, Purefoods, another crack at it. 11 seconds on the shot clock. It starts with Roger Yap. Roger Yap, long 2. It's good.
Yeah, Roger Yap is having a big game here for Purefoods.
He's got 18 in the ball game. Mamaril. A little bit of indecision here, nowhere to go to. They go to Tubid. Tubid with 7 seconds to work. He'll try to get past Roger Yap in the paint, inside to Villanueva. Villanueva can't get it off the glass. Ahead now to PJ Simon, and Simon goes all the way. Purefoods have taken the lead back. Ahead by 2, 77-75, and Coach Jong Wichiko calls for a quick 30-second timeout.
Well, he never had poor balance that time as nobody got back on defense. That's why Purefoods was able to leak out for those 2 points.
And this 30-second timeout brought to you by Handy Fix. Ang first 8 ng bahay mo, Buzz all, seals all.
It was actually a pretty good look by Villanueva going to the basket.
Right.
Just shot it a little bit strong. But that play really developed very slowly for Ginebra as Billy Mamaril had nobody to pass the basketball to. And it ended up in a layup for the Purefoods team.
And Barangay Ginebra looking to bring back Eric Menk. As we see the beautiful faces here at the Araneta Coliseum. And there, of course, our friends from PBA Radio. And if you're ever far away from a TV set, you can always follow the action by tuning in to PBA Radio at 8:10 a.m. And Billy Mamaril going all the way. Couldn't get the finger roll.
Well, he had the right idea, he just couldn't finish the shot.
Now the Giants regrouping here. Rivas out to Simon. Roger Yap covered by White. There's Rivas. Oh, and Rivas.
That's actually a pretty good foul there by Billy Mamaril, not allowing the layup for Rafi Rivas, making him go to the foul line and make the 2 shots. You see how coaches think. Purefoods came out of that timeout and went straight to Roger Yap in the post versus White. That was a design play to attack the defense of White.
Rafi Rivas, his free throw shooting has been questionable also in this Philippine Cup, averaging about 46% from the line. Let's check out our swakto shot of the game, and it stars James Yap. James Yap, a classic case of misdirection there, going for the one-hander. Buong Pilipinas, Mr. Donut na, 5 piso lang, swakto.
Ginebra lucky to come up with that possession after losing the ball. An offensive foul.
And Mark Bingris really taking the hits here.
Billy Mamaril has never been known to be delicate. He's always been a bruiser. As Willie Wilson will check back into the game for Billy Mamaril.
And we've got Mika Abisami standing by now with this story on Kevin White.
All right, well, I talked to Mark Agiwa, and he is just so proud of Kevin White and how he has shown credibility in this ball game. Mark said that he's really good in practice, and they just always remind him to show it in actual games. And today he was given the minutes to prove that he is indeed a good acquisition. Vito, Coach Norman?
Thank you, Mika. And sometimes it just starts with one, and this could be the one for Kevin White. But first, what about that impressive jumper?
Well, Simone came off a stack and one and came off the single side that time and hit the jump shot.
Cyrus Baguio in the lane. James Yap got a hand on that.
Well, let's see if they go back to PJ Simone now on this play.
Out to James Yap. Yap in the paint. Oh, what a difficult shot. James Yap making it look easy. Look at his teammates waiting either to help him up or to congratulate him.
And instead of going back to Simone, they went to the other bookend. James Yap for the 2 points.
And Purefoods now back on top by 6. We've got a 30-second timeout brought to us by Handy Fix. Ang first 8 ng bahay mo. Bonds all, seals all.
And you can see the difference on the 2 ends. On Purefoods' side, Simone came off of a down screen and was able to make the shot. James Yap did the same thing on the following play. On the other end, Baguio tried to take his man 1 against 2, 1 against 3, and did not have the same success. This will be a big possession for Ginebra. Coming out of this timeout down by 6, only 3:31 left.
And we want to remind you that this Wednesday we will be back here at the Araneta Coliseum for another PBA doubleheader, starting off with Baraka Bull taking on Purefoods, while the Alaska Aces will take on the San Miguel Beermen. The Beermen looking for their 10th straight win.
And looking to pull into a tie for first place against the #1 Alaska Aces team. And Alaska has just been dominant so far in this particular tournament, winning by an average of 9 points per game.
Now, Barangay Ginebra have been on a drought here. They've been scoreless in the last 2 minutes and a half. And hoping to break the jinx here is Ronald Tubin, and he does! And Tubin now with 8 points in the ball game. Far cry from his performances in the last 2, but nonetheless, he's making it when it counts. James Yap coming out of the screen over to Roger Yap. Roger Yap, the floater. And Roger Yap with 20 points in the game.
He has stepped up big time for the Purefoods club.
Eric Menk, the hook shot is good. Menk now with 8 points in the ball game. 2 minutes and 32 still left in the fourth.
This is what we call winning time, right, Vito?
That's right. Fingers at the high post. He's not going to chance a jumper. Roger Yap, however, will. Baseline jumper, no good. Wilson with a rebound. Johnny Abarientos once again playing court general here for Barangay Ginebra. Abarientos to Mink. There's the cut for Baguio, and we have a foul.
If you take a look at the Ginebra offense right now, everything's going through Eric Mink. Coach Jong feels as though he has a good advantage in the post, and Eric Mink is a pretty good passer if he's double teamed. Let's see if they go back to Eric Mink once again.
8 seconds left on the shot clock. We're down to the last 2 minutes. Cross by Motolite Bang Matagalan. Eric Mink grinding it out. He's short for the finger roll. Battle for the loose ball. Purefoods gets it back. And no need to rush at all for a Purefoods, and they've really been trying to stick to the game plan here as Pingris steps in for the finger roll.
Well, it basically looked like a triangle and 2 defense that had never used that time. And Purefoods, they're just finding the gaps. I mean, they recognize the defense immediately. You see nobody actually guarding Mark Pingris there, except with Johnny A. As Ginebra, they're trying to take James Yap and Simone out of the play.
Right.
So it's really up to Pingris, Rivas, and Roger Yap to really produce the points right now.
9 points for Mark Pingris in that 3-point play. Could be the most crucial of this ball game. Johnny A really looking for Menk down low. Menk bounce pass to Wilson. Wilson scores from close range. Wilson with 3 points in the ball game. Ginebra down by 5 rather. 1 minute and 7 remaining. Down low to Rivas, cross court, PJ Simon fakes it, 4 seconds left, fall away jumper, that's short. Oh, and there's Rafi Rivas picking up the pieces.
Those are the breaks of the game as the ball just bounced right to Rafi Rivas.
And Purefoods are once again ahead by 7, 88-81. 48.6 seconds remaining in regulation, and the Purefoods TJ Giants have once again erected a 7-point lead. Big plays from Rafi Rivas and Roger Yap. And at this point, Barangay Ginebra will really have to play perfectly from this point on, and just as I was about to say that, they commit a turnover.
And Coach Young's telling his players to commit a foul immediately to try to stop the clock. There you go. That's the worst thing that can happen for a coach. You call a timeout, you come out of the timeout, you commit a turnover at this very crucial point of the game.
So it's going to be Roger Yap at the line, and this could really be the point of no return now.
Well, it's just fitting that Roger Yap will be here to seal the doom for Ginebra. He has been Purefoods' best player so far.
Let's take a look at this KFC delivery assist of the quarter. It's Menk saving the bounce pass for Willie Wilson. Enjoy watching the PBA with Finger Look at Food. Dial 887-8888 now. Salvacion for 3. That's short. And Eric Menk saving it. Abarientos now tries it from the corner. He's short too. And Coach John Wichico taking this opportunity to call a 30-second timeout. Or maybe, it could be, yes, it is going to be a full timeout with 22.5 remaining. We'll be right back after this.
Better than this. What a play!
Big Dome for the final 22.5 seconds of this ball game. What can Barangay Ginebra achieve in this time? Well, we're about to find out.
Well, the first thing they want to do is to score as quickly as they can, and they're going to have to either trap and try to force a turnover or foul and send Purefoods back to the foul line. As only about a minute and a half ago this game was much closer than it is right now, but Purefoods really has pulled away right here at the end game.
Well, while some fans have headed to the exits, you see there U.S. Ambassador Christy Kenny stay until the end. Who knows what's going to happen in the next 22.5 seconds. Well, Barangay Ginebra will use Johnny Abarientos, Ronald Tubit, Cyrus Baguio, Sunday Salvacion, and Eric Menk on the floor.
So if you're Ginebra, you definitely want to look for a 3 here. This time is really running out. You need as many points as you can get. No, maybe not.
Maybe not. They're taking their time here. I guess Barangay Ginebra just wants to execute correctly before this game is over. So they go to Menk. Rebound by Mark Pingris, and it's over. The Purefoods TJ Giants have won their 3rd straight, and because of their win, they've now created a logjam for 3rd place in the team standings of the KFC PBA Philippine Cup. Barangay Ginebra falls to 7-4, and that ties them with Purefoods and Talk and Text.
And Purefoods came into this game as the #1 defensive team, only giving up 85 points per game. They held Ginebra to only 81, so their defense really did it for them in this particular night.
Over to Chicky Reyes now, who's standing by with our best player of the game.
Thank you, Vito. With me right now is Roger Yap, the best player of the game. And Roger, sabi ni Coach Ryan, kaya nyo palang manalo ng mga low-scoring ball games if you play good individual defense. Ito na ba yung epekto ng defensive adjustments ninyo?
Kaya pinag-aralan namin yung depensa namin talaga. Inigpitan namin kasi lalo na kalaban namin Ginebra. Pag nag-ano na yung crowd, masyadong apektado na talaga kami pag nag-ano na yung mga crowd.
Partner, 3-game winning streak na kayo. Tinalo nyo yung one of the top 3 teams Ginebra. Ano ba to? Kumakatok na ba kayo sa pinto ng Alaska at ng San Miguel?
Sana nga, tuloy-tuloy na itong panalo namin.
And thank you, Roger, and congratulations for being the best player of the game. Now to wrap things up, I turn you over to Vito and Coach Norman.
Thank you, Chicky. Outstanding performance by Roger Yap in this game. I mean, he scored so many big shots from the outside and from the inside, and he was just complimented by some great backup performances also by his teammates.
That's correct, and a good team effort for the Purefoods team. But the thing I really like about it is the fact that they've turned themselves into a defensive team.
Right.
They've been winning games with defense. If they're going to make it any further in this tournament, the defense has to hold up for them in their future games.
So the Giants beat the Kings 89-81. That's going to wrap it up for this PBA Sunday. For Chicky Reyes, Mika Abisamis, and Coach Norman Black, this is Vito Lazatin reminding you to be good to yourselves and to each other. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you again here on the PBA on Solar TV.